Hey everybody, welcome back. Spencer Ross here, and coming to you live again this week from my terrace here in my apartment. But before we get started about the topic I want to talk to you all about today, I wanted to take a second and truly give a thank you and my appreciation to all the feedback, support, and encouragement that Christine and I have been getting this last month with these videos. So keep bringing those questions to us if you have anything, but thank you guys so much. It really does make these really enjoyable to make, and I'm excited to continue making these videos here in the near future. So before we get started, let's talk about a little bit about what's going on in Spain, and that will kind of lead into the conversation or topic for today. And if you're not aware of this, right now it's Carnivale in Spain. And so what Carnivale is, it's an event, or it's a fiesta, party, created to celebrate and party before Lent. And the reason why is the word carnival comes from the word to put away the meat. So it's what I like to consider it as is Spain's Halloween, because they love to dress up for it. You see people on the streets all the time when I'm walking through in superhero costumes, as a princess, as a ninja, or they're just wearing goofy hats and silly shirts. But it's been really fun to see, and one of the biggest places that you can go to check out Carnival is in Tenerife, and that's one of the Spanish Canary Islands, and they go really big, and they actually celebrate this for 3 weeks. So one thing I'd like to do in my time here in Spain, maybe next year, is try to get out to Tenerife for this next year. But like I mentioned, that kind of goes into what I'd like to talk about, and that is events and festivals here in Spain. Spain truly does have so many amazing and wonderful traditions and festivals to celebrate things here that I can't go over all of them today, but I'm going to go over a few that I'd like to visit myself, something that a few that you may have heard of before, and a couple that are just very interesting in my eyes. So going on to the next one, and one of the most important I feel here in Spain, is Semana Santa. And so Semana Santa literally means Holy Week, and that's held the week before Easter. And so what happens with this is there's a lot of parades, floats, parties as usual, and tourists do really come from all over for this time of the year. So I'm actually going to be going to Barcelona for Semana Santa this year, so I'm really excited. I'll let you know how that goes. But then we go on to the next one here, and this is one that you probably all have heard of, at least seen on TV, in the news, in a movie, and it's Running of the Bulls. And this is, again, where they release bulls in a sectioned off part of the town in Pamplona. And what happens is you'll see this in movies. You'll probably seen everyone that's running in it dressed in the white t-shirt, the white pants, the red scarf around their waist, and that nice little red handkerchief to really entice those bulls around the neck. And so, cool fact that I learned about Running of the Bulls that I didn't know is they actually only released 12 bulls, and of those 12, only 6 have horns, and the other 6 are steers, female bulls. So I thought that was an interesting fact. As Running of the Bulls is always something that, don't tell my parents, I'd love to try out one day as well, and maybe run in it myself. But looked into a few of the rules, and of course you need to be over 18 to run in this, a few other things, and of course you can't be intoxicated, you can't entice the bulls, etc. But one interesting fact, kind of a morbid fact, but surprised me as well, is since 1924, only 15 people have died in the Running of the Bulls. So again, like I said, a little bit morbid, but at the same time, surprised me. I'm not sure in a good or a bad way. It was a lower number than I expected, to be honest. But only 15 since 1924, and they started throwing people in or having people run in front of the bulls since around the 1800s, somewhere in the 1800s. Next one, this is a really cool one. It's La Tomatina, and La Tomatina is held in Buñol, Spain. And what this is you can just think of this as a big food fight. And what they're using for weapons and ammo is tomatoes. And so one day of the year, it's the last Wednesday, I believe, of every August each year, they have 120,000 pounds of tomatoes brought in. Not tons, but still pounds, 120,000 pounds of tomatoes for one food fight. So this food fight happens and lasts for about 1 hour. And after the event happens, it's again in the center of this town of Buñol. The town comes through with the fire trucks, and they spray down the walls, the streets, the cobblestones. And something that was pretty interesting was the acid from tomatoes actually helps to clean the streets. So when it's over, after this hour of this really cool food fight, the streets are cleaner. They have a lot of the grime washed off them because of the acid from the tomatoes. And then one question you might be asking yourself, which I know I ask myself, is where the heck do they get all the tomatoes? So I did look into that, and I believe I found out. But what I found was they have a place in Spain, Medora, that actually grows tomatoes specifically for this event. And specifically for this event, that means 120,000 pounds of tomatoes. And why would they eat those, you may ask? Well, these are grown and they have an inferior taste to a regular tomato, so it really isn't as tasty as what you would think of a tomato as. So that's why they use these and specifically grow these tomatoes for this event. And so the last event I'm going to talk to you about today is the Las Fallas, and that actually means the monuments. And so this happens in March in Valencia, and I came across this one and I thought, wow, I need to go to this. This is very, very cool. It sounds amazing. And what it is a around 4-day long event. And the first day, the women, the children, the fathers, the dads, they get together in their groups or their families, and they construct a sculpture or a monument through all sorts of material, whether it's wood or cloth, a bunch of material. But they construct something, and they have one day. They stay up overnight creating this monument, and the very next day they have the judging. And so with the judging, they give out prizes, obviously ribbons, things like that to the winners. And then the next day they use what they call la crema, and that just means the burning, and they put everything that everyone made together and they burn it. And so throughout this entire festival, there's a lot of partying, drinking, a lot of food, of course always good food, and fireworks. So that's one I'd love to go see. It's basically a big bonfire. Bring your s'mores, bring your camping equipment. That was a good one to check out. So again, that's just touching on a few of the cool ones I've found. Every one I've found here so far in my research, though, has been really, really exciting and interesting. Because like I mentioned, there's so many really cool traditions here in Spain that I had no idea about. Of course, you have the Three Kings, which happens after New Year's Eve. La Feria is another big one in Sevilla, and that one's basically a fair. And then one last one I thought was really cool and very interesting is El Colacho. And so what it is, it's basically baby jumping. And you heard me right, baby jumping. What they do is they line up the street with mattresses, and they put babies on the mattresses, and then put a few on the one mattress, go to the next one, a few more babies, and then someone comes that's dressed up, and they jump over the mattress, jump over these babies. And what it's supposed to do and why they do this, it's a tradition to rid the babies of evil spirits. So that's one I probably won't go to myself, but again, just it shows how interesting and diverse all the festivals and events are here in Spain, and traditions in general. So one major theme you might have seen from today is it's a lot of partying, a lot of food, and a lot of drinking, and it's just a lot of fun in Spain. So if you have any questions on that, feel free, guys, to, again, shoot me an email, a message, follow me on Facebook, follow this post, like it as well. Again, thank you so much for the amazing support you've shown, both Christina and I, with these videos. It truly is inspirational, and I'm having a blast making them. So until next time, guys, I'll see you around. Thanks.